Hey, yeah, Brian here, and this week at the movies I went to see Black 47. It stars Hugo Weaving, who was in Lord of the Rings and The Matrix. We have James Freshfield, now going to be known as the scariest man alive. We have Irish actors Barry Keoghan and Mo Dunford. And lastly we have Jim Broadbent. He was in Paddington 2 and Hot Fuzz. Great movies. And he's also in something called Harry Potter. Now, the cast and acting overall was actually really good. Like they put more effort into getting good actors and getting a great story, and it really made the difference. Now, James Freshfield, scariest man alive. He's one of those people that he just stares at you and you know you're in trouble. He just goes around speaking Irish and killing people. And I gotta tell you, it's one of the best Irish characters I've seen in a long while. Now, the movie itself is a bit slow, and some people mightn't like that. I used to, but I'm coming around to it myself. The first half of the movie is building up to the second half, but once you get to the second half, it's like non-stop killing. There's dead bodies everywhere, and honestly, it's actually really entertaining. In a not weird way. I don't like people dying. The CGI wasn't that great, but you have to remember they focused more on the actors and the story, and the sets and everything were really nice. It's just the CGI kind of let them down a small bit, but they don't have the massive budgets that like Marvel or Disney or whatever have to have CGI looking as good. But it still worked. Do you mean you knew what was going on? It's just like little bitty things, but I think that's more of a personal thing. It is being compared to as an Irish Django Unchained, which I can completely agree with. Like his redemption story is so prevalent throughout the entire movie, and is actually the first movie ever made with the Irish famine as a background setting. And Lance Daly, big undertaking, but it really paid off because he didn't focus too much on the actual famine itself. It was a background. It was building up for this, what people have to go through on a daily basis, just to eat, just to live somewhere. And he really did well of not pushing that too much. It was just a case of this is what they had to do, and this is what they had to do to get that. It isn't the best movie you're going to see, but I would recommend you go see it, because after all, it is Irish history, and you have to have a bit of Irish history in your life all the time. So that's why I'm going to give it 7. James Freshfield is the scariest man I've ever seen in my entire life. Out of 10. James Freshfield is the scariest man I've ever seen in my entire life. See you next time.